Hey everyone, I'm Brad Nelson.
Hey, I'm Tom Ross.
And you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com. All right, so today we're going to be playing a little bit more modern to get prepared for GP Charlotte, an SCG run Grand Prix. Can't wait. Every year it seems now that there is a modern GP on the East Coast run by SCG. The numbers are always through the roof. Well, that's not true because I think we're going to be in the basement. So
The basement?
yeah.
No, the last one was good. Well run.
Oh, it was great.
Like all
I
the
loved
Noble
it.
Hierarch stuff.
Yeah, it was a gigantic convention center. I mean, it took like 15 minutes to walk from one side to the other. There's just so much magic going on.
Was a lot of magic.
Yeah, there's so much magic in the event, and that's this weekend. I can't wait to play in it. I'm actually turning 30 years old on day one.
Quite a milestone.
Well, you say milestone, I say issue, but yeah, we're going to be preparing for a little bit modern with two of the SCG Invitational top 8 competitors deck lists, one of which was not top. Wow, I'm just screwing this up.
Yeah, Jerry played this deck in the last term. He played it in Milwaukee.
He did top 8 the Invitational, though.
Yeah, he played Thopter Sword in the Invitational. You're playing Craig Crimple's deck, who got second. Just regular Abzan, not Abzan Company. Kind of more of a traditional build, mid-range stuff.
Something that I know a little bit, a thing or two about. Abzan isn't my cup of tea usually. I like to live the Jund life. But every once in a while, you got to get the clunkier, more powerful deck out for any given format. And at the Invitational, that's exactly what Craig did to a pretty good result since he did top 8 with it. The top 8 was standard, and that's what he took his second place with Bad Company. But Siege Rhino is a double-edged sword in this format. And when the format is very powerful, you want your cards to be powerful. And so right now, I think we're seeing people trying to play more blue controlling strategies. There's more Wild and the Cattle's Burn in the format, and it's a good place to be with Siege Runner in your deck, where Jund is actually using a lot of its life. Now, Jund is better against decks like Abzan Company or aggressive decks like maybe even Affinity or Infect, or combo-driven decks. But Abzan's there for the mid-range and the creature matchups. And today we were playing Jerry's take on green-red Eldrazi, a deck I loved. Ever since I've seen Kozilek's Return and World Breaker, I put them together and fell in love with them. And anytime I get a chance to play the deck, I do. And that's what I played at GP Detroit. I didn't do well with it. I finished X5 beating Shahar Shenhar in the final round for the one additional pro point.
Ooh, sick brag.
I have a lifetime pro point against Shahar. He did beat me in the last round of Worlds to get a real pro point. But you take him where you can.
Yeah, it's probably not as good as it once was. Of course, it doesn't have Eye of Ugin now, but it does have Eldrazi Temple and Ways to Find It, Sylvan Scrying, and Ancient Stirring. So it does still have some busted draws. You can still have like double Eldrazi Temple and Vault Nasir on too. So the ceiling for the deck is pretty high, even if it's not quite as consistent before. But yeah, as you said, Kozilek Return and World Breaker are certainly powerful.
Yeah, it's not going to have as many busted early draws or late draws, but World Breaker is still a powerful card. Smasher's still great. And I'm curious to see if this deck can hold up against the other mid-range decks, because what Eye of Ugin did was give the deck this inevitability that decks like Abzan or Jund just couldn't really keep up with, because one of the things Jund likes to do in other mid-range matchups is deplete each person of resources and then use their creature lands to win the game and get that advantage in the end. And any World Breaker stops that from happening. So World Breaker's 2-for-1-ing me. And luckily, I mean, I have Path to Exile, so you might not be able to recur them, but it's still going to be a 2-for-1 and leaving me having to find ways to win the game. And Lingering Souls is going to get beat by Kozilek's Return and things like that. But we're just going to have to see what happens in the way late game when your 8 mana in play isn't getting you an Eldrazi whenever you want it to. So that's the big thing that we're going to find out in this video. But outside of that, I'm just excited to get back to Modern, get to play either Jund or Abzan this weekend. If this deck goes great for me, I might end up playing this. But you will find out in my article that comes out, I guess, tomorrow if you're watching this live. Anyway, let's get to battle. Let's play 5 games and see if Green Red Eldrazi can beat me, because I kind of want it to, because maybe I'll swap to that.
I want to too.
Yeah.
All right, we're here for game one. I won the die roll, and I have a Talisman Impulse, which is pretty good, and a Curve. No busted Eldrazi Temple draws, but that's all right.
Well, I've got pretty much just the Abzan life over here. Some hand disruption and a Tarmogoyf.
Okay.
All right, so, well, I don't think we want to overload on drawing these effects, but we'll throw one out there.
You get a Talisman or a Matter Reshaper.
I think with how many of these I have, I just want to take all the threats, so... Oh, but I won't be able to, so I will take the Talisman.
Good.
All right.
Ooh, all right, go. What are you at over there?
I'm at 18. I'm going to go to 15. Because I'm going to have to get black out of my deck. Or white. Access to white. And I think I want to just cast both these hand disruption spells.
I'm disrupted.
Yeah, this is a very painful draw, though. All right, so I will Inquisition again.
I drew a Sanctum of Ugin.
Take the Matter Shaper and Thoughtseize down to 13.
Yeah.
I guess just take the Thought-Knot Seer.
All right.
And your turn.
Okay, go.
All right. Go to 12, then down to 9 in Painful Truths.
Okay.
God, this deck is so painful. And go.
Ew. I wonder if I want to cast anything. Yeah, I think I do. Go.
Okay. 8. We'll get a green. And I'm going to play... You have Artifact Creature over there?
Uh-huh.
All right. And your turn.
Artifact creature, blah, blah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, go.
Path it, discard Ooze, I think.
Right.
Yeah. Could discard the Shambling Vents, but I think it's decent to have a creature. So now it's a 5, so 9.
Uh-huh.
And Rhino.
All right.
Swap life totals. And then Vents.
Okay, I'm dead.
Yeah. There's a lot of good draws off the top.
We're here on the play. I'm keeping a 6-land hand, but it has the best 3 cards possible. There are quite a few 7s in the deck, and I don't really like mulliganing against the discard deck. It's very soft to Thoughtseize, but
Yeah.
I think it's a risk.
All right, well, we had to mulligan a 1-lander, and this hand seems like it has some answers to a couple of Tom's threats, but not the good ones. But we get a scry, and we'll put that on the bottom.
Yep, go.
All right, go.
Ooh, perfect. What's up?
Well, that's up. Well, at least we know Eldrazi can still do it.
None of these cards do anything.
I know. My hand is not
I
powerful.
guess Slinger Souls is the most potent of all of them. All right, go ahead.
All right, I'll go to 19 and play an Ooze.
I think I remember most of that already.
Okay, I was thinking you were going to smash me too. All right, I'm at 15.
All right. Take it away.
Untap, draw. Oh, that was good.
Shoot. I can beat most stuff that's not Liliana.
What could you have? Could you be like a removal spell?
I don't know, probably another creature or something.
All right, so I draw, and then attack. You
Okay.
go.
Go.
Tick up.
I guess they're all equally medium.
Guess with only one thing to eat, I'll just. Oh wait, no, I shock myself. Then to 13, and then try to eat that nut.
Okay.
All right, attack for 3. So I'm at 14 to 15, and then I'll play another ooze.
Cool.
Your turn.
All right. Exile that, I suppose.
All right.
I'm getting another World Breaker.
Okay.
Yep, I'm done.
I need another green. This is weird. All right, I'm gonna Thoughtseize. Down to 12.
Okay.
And then eat it. Or maybe I just do it on this one. So I go to 13. He knows I have this. So I can make him sacrifice and get in for 6 and 6, but then he's going to be stable. Oh wait, so if I eat here, then it's 6/6 puts you at 3, and then that can be a lethal attack. So yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll eat on that one, and then attack for 6. At 9, and then your turn.
So I'll get this back now before you can eat it.
Yep. And then chat 3.
Yeah, 3.
And your turn.
So I kind of need a Eldrazi or Endless one for 1. Eat a forest.
All right. I did draw a path, but
All right, I'm dead.
but that was really great that you drew it.
I guess I knew about Abrupt Decay too. Whatever.
Oh yeah, I did. Well, you can go to the second main phase. I didn't have a second green.
Okay, we're here for sideboarding. Lightning Bolt doesn't have many targets. Like you saw, he had Scavenging Ooze, but I think that's kind of a narrow circumstance. You don't have like Dark Confidant or whatever. So I'm just kind of upgrading them to things like Dismember. It hits Siege Rhino, Tasker. Most of the things won't hit. Tarmogoyf, all his dust will sweep his board, and Relic's pretty good against this Ooze, Tarmogoyf, and Tasker, and Lingering Souls, whatnot. Right.
Over here, I'm going to cut the Disfigure, one of the Abrupt Decay, still keeping some because of Endless Ones and Talismans. Cutting 1 Ooze and 1 Lingering Souls, since I want to get a little bit away from the graveyard stuff. But the deck kind of just leans on it pretty heavily anyway. Bringing in a third Truce, a Damnation, just so I have a cleanup spell, and the Fulminators that are probably not going to be that great in the matchup, but every once in a while I'll be able to hit 2 lands with 1 Fulminator because of Eldrazi Temple. So it feels like it's worth it, even though I don't know how valuable it's going to be in the actual, how the games play out.
Mm-hmm. Here for game 3, I'm on the play. Basically got 2 spell for 5 land hand. This could be better, but do have a bunch of Eldrazi Temples. Gonna wait on Endless One, I think, till turn 2.
All right, and I had to mulligan again, but this hand seems fine. We get a Scry. Don't want too many of that effect.
It's weaker against Inquisition, but better against everything else.
All right, Inquisition.
All right.
Take that, and you have a World Breaker. All right, your turn. I go to 18. All right.
Eldrazi Temple.
I'm just going to get Swamp and Abrupt Decay that. And your turn.
What is you at, 17? lucky once.
All right, I will take the Inquisition.
Cool.
Fetch.
Yeah. Results. Should I be cracking it so you can't go land Tasker?
So I mean that is it is a very big possibility.
I guess you can figure out what land you get, but I might crack it. That's kind of close. Whatever, you got me. I'll do it.
Okay. All right, I got a 15. And Fulminator Mage, one of your temples.
Okay.
All right, here you go.
Cool.
Ooh, a card. Okay. All right, I'll go to 12.
Sweet.
Go.
Ooh, I'll get to hit him for something. Seems better than another one, so.
Ooh.
Faux life. Go.
So I'm at 4.
Any damnations?
I do not have a damnation. All right, so you have 5 mana in play, and you have a World Breaker in hand.
True.
If I fetch, I go to 3, and I have to block both things. If I play that, I don't. All right, I'll go to 7. You go to 17, and I'll pass the turn.
Can I attack with Matter Reshaper? Doubtful. What can I find with Ancient Stirrings? Unclear. I guess I'll take 1 to cast it.
I mean, this could just be lethal.
It's not. We'll get this Reality Smasher though.
Oh, that's lethal.
I don't have a land.
Oh.
Oh, I guess I'll cast this now.
Oh, jeez.
Better Tasker. What happens if I attack with this Reality Smasher? I mean, this Matter Reshaper.
It gets blocked.
Then what are my stuffs? How big would Tarmogoyf be? Not as
Not
big
big
as
enough.
not as big as Tasker, probably.
Guess I could not take time off for that painful truce.
So I don't think it's gonna be Leona. I think I'll get this from Matter Reshaper anyway. I guess we'll go down to. I guess it has to be this Tasker. The bug's on it. The bug's in the picture. All right, wait for that.
All right, so I take 5, and then I go to 1.
Okay.
I do not believe there's much hope left in this game. Huh. Well, without knowing that there's a... Oh, I do know Reality Smasher's coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm dead. All right, well, we have a pretty powerful Abzan hand of just 1, 2, 3, so these are always the good draws.
Yeah, I'm keeping most hands with Eldrazi Temple should be kept.
All right, Inquisition off of black-green.
Got a Matter Reshaper here.
I will take the Matter Reshaper, yeah.
All right. Your turn.
All right. Guess we're just gonna drop to 15, play Goyf. And your turn.
Okay, go.
All right. Attack for 3.
You good?
And what's a better chance of hitting a land, I guess, than a sorcery? Oh, we have a better... No. Better chance of casting sorcery, right? Okay. I'll just go get... I'll drop down to 14 and just get a green source and play Tazagar. And your turn.
Go.
This doesn't have the feelings of old Eldrazi. Just 6. And 11. And then put you at 8. 17.
Yeah. I kind of need to cast this Kozilek's turn, but I don't think I can afford to. Not this turn, at least. All right. Go.
And then path.
Trigger.
Discard.
Okay.
Draw for turn.
Here for game 5, I'm on the play. Already lost the match, but that's all right. Don't have a Eldrazi Temple, but I have a curve and stuff, and this could be a surprise. We'll see what this is.
All right, well, I'm going to keep this hand. It's a little slow, no 2-drop. I even boarded out another one of these because I just don't think it's that good in the matchup. But we'll see what happens.
See what I find here. Probably just need another card.
All right. Ugh. All right. Go.
Alrighty.
Thinking about trying to get it. Oh, that's bad. I was thinking about trying to get at that, maybe, but I was thinking that maybe there's more important things in your hand. I'll thought seize. Hopefully there is. Alright, so I guess I'm glad I didn't take a talisman. I guess the scariest thing is the matter reshaper. Since it gets other cards. Yeah, we'll take that, and your turn.
I can make a 4/4, but I think I need to make a 5/5 usually. I think 5/5 is critical number. So I'll sadly just play that.
Okay, here I'll fetch for...
Could just draw Eldrazi Temple and play for 7 and sack these things.
Oh, that is true, yeah. Green, black. And I get 2 spirits.
Yep.
And your turn.
I need to draw if I draw a land, I'm probably not playing Endless One. If I draw a spell, then I'm also not playing Endless One. So it seems as I'm not casting it.
Oh, geez. All right, well, I go to 12.
Yep.
All right. Well, I don't think I want him to start getting Eldrazi's.
Colorless creature card.
I'm just going to kill it. Kill one of those. And take another hit. Take you to 18. Your turn.
I took one from the Ancient Turns at 17.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I'll try to hit a Thought Knot or something, I think. 16. What's this card do? I don't know what that does. I could hit you for 2 more?
I don't know what card.
I guess like Wolfhorn.
Oh, wow.
And then I might hit a land for my Endless One next turn. Other than that, I could just play Endless One for 4, which doesn't seem wonderful. I think Haste does it.
Well, couldn't you play that and play an Endless One for 5?
Yeah, that's also true. That's probably smart. But then I won't have my 7th or next move again. Yeah, so that's probably smarter. Then I'll attack. 7. I'll play for 5. You're right.
All right.
Cool. Could get Bructicate and stuff, but this should present lethal enough.
Biggest. So that's 8. Okay, so I go to 10. You go to 13. Pass the turn.
So let's dismember that. I think I have enough. So I dismember this and go to 9.
Oh, I forgot you had to dismember. I'm dead.
Should trample that enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have enough removal. All right. Well, one thing that I saw in that match is that Reality Smasher is still super powerful.
Yeah, it is.
But the deck seems a little airy. Like it seems a little bit too much mana.
Yeah, it's a ramp deck. I mean, it has lands and has stuff to do. It can be picked apart. Like a Fulminator here can pick it apart, or a Thoughtseize there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you need equal amounts of both, and I think it has enough in the deck. But there's nothing really you can do about smoothing it out other than just Ancient Stirrings. I think.
I wonder if Coalition Relic would be good in that deck. Maybe turn 3 is like the wrong time, but
Coalition Relic.
It's probably just the wrong time. It's just like additional 2 more mana, but yeah, the Craig's Abzan list seems pretty good. I'm not a fan of Disfigure personally, but I understand the reasons to have it.
Yeah, I just like it. Rather you fill up on Dismember before I play a Disfigure.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd rather play a Dismember too. But as you've seen how much pain we take, like I don't think you can play Disfigure. Where I was dropping myself to 10 frequently.
True.
His deck has Painful Truce in the main, and it's just super all in on just playing a bunch of spells regardless of life loss and getting a good board position. But that works. But yeah, so I think that the green-red deck needs a little bit more tuning before we get there. Like we're seeing people starting to come back and trying all these Eldrazi decks, and it's great to get them in these Versa videos to know where people's progress is actually going, because I don't think anyone here wants to get surprised by a busted Eldrazi deck again. Yeah,
I don't think deck's busted. Even like a turn 3 Thought Not Seer is not the end of the world.
No.
Format's kind of ready for it. I mean, Modern is a Lightning Bolt format where Thought Not Seer should be good, but I don't know. Maybe it's just not good against like 4/5s. There are still some 4/5s going around. Tarmogoyf's usually a 4/5, and that's the biggest one. But your deck has more, of course.
Yeah, the Rhinos, the Goyfs, and the Taskers. But yeah, so I think that that so far going into Charlotte, I'm going to keep working, or I might start working on that deck before I actually just take it to battle. I'm a little too scared to take it to battle, but I feel like I'm going to play my Thoughtseizes and my Tarmogoyfs. They're going to get even more ruffle or shuffle creases in them. Pretty soon not be able to be played anymore.
Yeah, it's basically a combo deck. Thoughtseize, Tarmogoyf. Just picks apart most stuff, and it's usually good enough.
Yeah.
I had pretty good functional hands in the first start, or the first 2 games or so.
Yeah, game 1, I mean, I just kept drawing more hand disruption, more powerful things. You cast a spell. I just ripped everything out of your hand. Your hand had a lot of spells in the opener. But yeah, so like we said in the intro, this weekend is GP Charlotte, run by Star City Games, and we were there, a year ago?
I think a little over a year. I didn't win a match.
I lost my win and in, and it was sad, but I did get something awesome from that event that I still have to this day, which was the Noble Hierarch playmat. Yeah, now, this is not something that everyone's going to get walking into the door, but you can just have an attachment when you register to get a bunch of the Noble Hierarch product that you got a year ago. So there's another opportunity to get all of these awesome Noble Hierarch sleeves and deck boxes and play mats.
The last tournament I played in, I used the Noble Hierarch sleeves. So last time I played in Charlotte, I played Soul Sisters, and I didn't win a match because I was in the Tron and Splinter Twin and Amulet Bloom era. It was a poor choice, but yeah. Last tournament I played the deck again. It was all sleeved up, and it's better now that Burn and Zoo are kind of coming up.
Yeah. I played Jund then with, I think, main deck Fulminator Mages. Maybe they were in the sideboard, but there's a good chance that I do that again this time. Just Fulminator main Jund. But yeah, this weekend, again, if you're in the area, stop by. It's going to be a wonderful weekend. I know that I sound and am someone sponsored by Star City Games, but I truly believe that they run the best tournaments. I love going to every single Star City Games event. And when I go on a ton of Grand Prix tournament, like just a bunch of Grand Prix, I just love that I get to like make the last stop at an SCG one.
Yeah, me too.
It just feels so good.
I don't know what they do with the turnover for rounds. Are pretty fast. I think it's all Callie Anderson.
It is a lot of Kelly Anderson. It's a lot of that department. OP is a bunch of dedicated people that actually care and challenge themselves to make the rounds better. Like they aren't relieved when the next round starts if it was a long time. They're like mad at themselves for being that long and want to fix it.
Yep.
And so that's why I love the events. But hope to see you there in Charlotte. And if not, well, maybe next time that Star City Games runs a Grand Prix.
Mm-hmm. Hope I win a match.
I hope I don't lose my winning end. There's a very low chance of me losing my winning end, to be fair. Like, there's just many chances I don't get there.
True. I love losing winning ends.
It means you at least got there. Yeah. Got that deep. Yeah. That's perspective. But we'll see you guys next week with some more versus videos. We'll be moving back to standard this time. And also this week, the rest of the week, we have some more articles and another versus video to get everyone prepared for Charlotte, who is going. Oh, also LA. I keep forgetting about LA. It's the modern weekend, right? Mm-hmm. And so if you're not from the East Coast, you're on the West Coast, get out there to GPLA, and we'll just have an insanely huge modern weekend for Magic.
True.
All right. See you guys next time.
Bye.